Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone having a good day. So, yeah, if someone is new to iron flies, I want to explain what is an iron fly, what is the advantage of that, right? As a buyer, right, whether you buy naked calls or naked puts, market should definitely move in the direction whatever you anticipated, right? If you buy, let us say you buy SPX calls, you think like SPX is going up, you buy SPX calls. Suddenly, if it you pay like $10, $5 premium, thinking that SPX will go all the way up. But if it continues to become choppy, right, it may go one candle up, one candle down, one candle up. Your premium will be basically become zero, right? And by end of the day, even if it goes up, by that time already the theta decay will eat all your premiums. Or if you think, oh, because it already moved so much high, you may think like it will drop, but suddenly it may drop little bit and start going up again. Because overall, yesterday they did the 12, right, 25 base point cut, and also they Powell mentioned that there can be an additional two more cuts. So that's why market is bullish. But it already, right, when market opened, the trend was bullish. It went all the way to the day max, right? We already know these levels. Morning itself, what can be the closest, right? It may not be exactly pinpoint, but we can anticipate what can be the closest high of the day, what can be the closest low of the day, like that. So because if we think like, oh, it went up, it will drop, it may not drop because overall still trend is bullish. But it cannot keep going up also, right? Because once you bought something, it already moved nicely, then people will start booking profits. So that's where now it is a scenario where if you buy calls, you will lose money. If you buy puts, you will lose money. Instead of that, generally first 1.5 hour market will be is in some bullish trend or bearish trend. After that, nearly for 2 3 hours, market will be choppy. Near it will be just moving up and down without a proper direction, without proper trend. So instead of a buyer, right, if you right, just think like an insurance company. When you buy the insurance, 99% or 98% of the people may not use their auto insurance. What they're every month you may paying 200 $300 for your car insurance. Only 1% 2% will be get into some accident or something, they will be doing the claims. Other 98% people are paying, the insurance company is keeping all that money. So you are a buyer of the policy, they are the seller of the policy. So who do you think will be in more profits by end of the day? Do you think you will be in more profit, or insurance company will be in more profits most of the time? Probability, right? Again, you may say that, yeah, if I get into accident, then I'm paying only $200, but I will get a 20 30,000 coverage. But the probability is only 1% 2% will make the claims. Remaining 98% is just paying the money, right, just for the risk mitigation. So in the same way, when you are a buyer of a call, you may make money if you correctly buy at the time, you buy it close to the support, you buy and you wait until last minute, you take profits, then you may make money. But when you are a seller of, instead of you are a buyer of a call or buyer of a put, when you are selling a call, selling a put, you have more possibility to make profits. You have 98 or 90% probability where you can make profits. So this type of scenario mostly happens on most of the days. Either it may go all the way to the bottom, or it may come somewhere to the middle and stay choppy. Or so that is where we will use the iron fly strategy. You don't need to look at hundreds of tickers. Every day, if we watch just SPX ticker, that is good enough because that is the most liquid ticker, right, throughout the globe compared to Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, Microsoft. SPX is the most widely traded ticker with huge volatility, with huge liquidity. Liquidity means your bid and ask will be very, very narrow. There won't be a huge difference between bid and ask. So you will have every second there will be millions of transactions which will happen. People will be buying SPX calls or puts or something. So you don't have a problem with the buyers and sellers. At any point of time, you will find a, if you are a buyer, you will find a seller. If you are a seller, you will find a buyer. There is huge liquidity and huge volume. So it's easy. So this is one of the best tickers to trade. So this is one ticker if you follow, and there is no problem of assignment of stocks. It is completely cash settled. That means suddenly if it goes up or goes down, the brokerage company cannot assign stocks to your account where your account will be blocked with the money. That is another advantage with SPX. And you have zero DTE. That means for stocks, generally you have only weekly expiry or monthly expiry, right? Only if you want to trade Tesla, you want to trade in Intel or Nvidia, you can only take the Friday expiries. But for SPX, you have daily expiry. That means you can take advantage of this theta decay, implied volatility every day, and you can make nice profits. So this iron fly strategy is one strategy which we can use every day or most of the days, 80 to 90% of the days. And then you can become like an insurance company. You can collect the premiums. And if price, right, for example, today morning we did 66.50, right? Because price went all the way to the top. Now for next 1 2 hours, it will just keep moving here, up and down, up and down, up and down. That means that, so when somebody is buying a call or buying a put, they are paying for the price of the SPX, they are paying for the how much, right? If you have more time left in the day, they are paying more premium. If you have less time, they will pay less premium. If the volatility is more, they will pay more premium. If the volatility is less, they will pay less premium. So like that, you are getting multiple components. So if price stays choppy, you can make profits. If price goes little bit up, you can make profits. If price goes little bit down, you can make profits. So what we did, we took 66.50 iron fly. That means we sold the 66.50 call, we sold the 66.50 put. And then we went ahead and we bought a 66.80 call. Suddenly, if there is some good news by Trump, suddenly market jumps so much, right? The chances are only 1 to 2% for that to happen because this is the max. This is where you have sellers. So the chances are very less, but still we can never predict anything in market. So that's why we are buying a 66.80 call as a protection because you are selling 66.50. You don't want it to be, you don't want to be a naked seller because if you do a naked sell and suddenly market goes so much up or so much down, you are in a big risk because as a seller, you are telling them that you will cover them at 66.50, whether market goes up or goes down. So we are selling 66.50 strike. We are buying 66.80 call and then you go 30 points down, right? You go 30 points up from that pin, right? That is called pin price. But 66.50 is our pin price because this is the day max. This is like your level 4, 5, 6. So it may stay somewhere in this range by end of the day. So we collected nearly 1,600, $1,700 for each contract. So if it stays exactly at 66.50 by end of the day, all that $1,700 for each contract is yours. Or if it goes 5 points up, then out of 16, 1700 less 500, you can keep 1100, $1,200. If it goes 5, 10 points down, right, out of 1700, the 10 points down, and you can keep the remaining. So as long as it stays in that 30-point range, right, it can be 30 point above, it can be 30 point below. If it stays close to this 66.50, that is the best thing, right? That is the best opportunity where we can make huge profits, right? Nearly 1,700, $1,600 for each contract. But if it stays somewhere here, right, somewhere in between in the range, right, 66.50, 66.80, and then 66.20. That is our range. So as long as it stays in that range, still we can make profits. So now you don't need to worry whether it is going up or down in your direction. Whether it goes down, it goes up. As long as it keeps moving up and down, as long as time passes without it making a huge move. So what do you think can happen to SPX? Do you think it can go another 30, 40, 50 points up next 1 2 hours or by end of the day? You can put your comments. Do you think SPX can move 40, 50 points up? What is the possibility of moving up? Yet the chances are very, very less because it already made a huge move, right? Generally, SPX will make 30, 40 point move. Already it made 30, 40 point move. So now the chances are very less for it to go another 30, 40 because there are no other events today. Now there is no other meetings by Trump. So the chances are 95% it may not go up. And do you think it can drop 30, 40 points down? So it cannot also drop 30, 40 points down because again, right, generally if you want a huge drop, there should be some major event or major news. There are no major events today. So it cannot drop. So now you know that it already made a big move. It cannot go so much up, it cannot go so much down. It may stay somewhere in the range. So that is the best thing for iron fly. So if it stays in that 66.50, 60.60, 66.40 range, it is $700 to $800 for each contract. So that's why we took the 66.50 iron fly. We sold 66.50 put and we sold 66.50 put, 66.50 call. We bought a 66.80 call. Also, we did a 65.90 put. So 30 points up, 30 points down. We did. So as long as it stays in this 5-10 point zone or 10-15 point zone, it will be making nice profits. So whether price going up or down, you don't need, it is like a low risk strategy, high reward strategy, and you don't need to worry about price going up or down. If you buy a call, suddenly you see red candle, you get panic. You buy a put, suddenly you see green candle, you get panic. But here, all you need is it should keep just going one candle up, one, two candles down, one candle up, two candles down. Then you will make nice profits. So irrespective whether it moves up, moves down, it stays choppy. As long as it stays in the 20-25 point zone, by end of the day, we can make nice profits. So every day, right, nearly last 20 iron fry trades, nearly every trade we made huge profits. So we are targeting SPX to close around 66.50 or 55. It need not be exact. If it closes at 50, that is the best possible scenario, right? Then we'll make huge profits, $1,700 per each contract. But even if it stays 5 points down, that is nearly $1,200 profit. If it stays 5 points up, $1,200 profit. If it stays 10 points up, that is still $700 profit. If it stays 10 points down, that is still $1,200 profit or $1,000 profit. So that is the best possible scenario where because now the big players will only play until 10:30, and again they will come back after 1:30. So this time it will be generally choppy. You won't see big moves. It will continue to go up, come down for nearly until 1:32 p.m. Central. It will be doing that. So we can take advantage of that theta decay, implied IV crash, and all those things. And as long as price stays in this range, we can at 1:32 you can trim some profits. At the end of the day, we can keep some 20%, and if price stays close to our pin price, then we'll make much more profits. So that is the concept, that is the strategy, and we can make huge profits using this strategy on most of the days. As long as you don't have any major events, then this strategy will give you huge profits each and every day. So I hope everyone is clear with the strategy. And if you can put like, let us see who can guess the exact price. And as I said, like you will get one of the indicators for 1 month for free. So you can put whichever, right, where SPX will close by end of the day. What will be the closing price? You can put your answer, and we'll see who can predict the exact pin price. It should not be range. You should give a number. Yeah, because if you can predict what can be the closing price, then every day you can make huge money with the iron fly strategy or butterfly strategy. Every day you can make huge money just by following a SPX ticker. You don't need to look at a lot of other tickers. For a few days, if you observe the support, resistance levels, and all these things, if you can predict what can be the closing price, that is good enough for you to make $1,000 each day. Yeah, it is just a fun contest, and yeah, we'll see who can predict the right answer. At the end of the day, yeah, everything is in the chat. So if two members give the same answer, then whoever gives the first correct answer, they will win it. Please put only one answer. So, yeah. think what it can, where it can close, and just answer only one time. So if you have a small account also, you can take the trades with SPX because you don't even need to close the trade. Once you open it, if you are not closing the trade, then it won't count as a day trade. We also went ahead and took the, right, because this is the day max, right, possible high of the day. So we went ahead, went little bit up, and we took the bear calls 66.60, 66.65. That means as long as price stays below it, then all the money collected is 100% yours. We collected around 130, $140 because we know that this is the max level. This is where you have sellers. So even if price come back here, then again it may drop. Again, if buyers try to take it up, again it may drop. So it will just consolidate here. Then as long as your candles are just staying close to that 66.40, 66.50, you will keep making profits. So if it stays more time around this region, that is much better for us. Yeah, you can use the same strategy with ES, NQ, SPY, QQQ. You can do with whichever you want. Right? But SPX, you make more profits. SPY, or you can also do XSP. XSP is a ticker which is 1/10 of SPX. If you have a small account, instead of SPX, you can use XSP. So, for example, if we do 66.50, then you will do 665. You will sell 665 call, you will sell 665 put, and then we bought 6680 call. Then you will do 660. You will buy 660. Just to remove the zero for XSP. Yep. Hey everyone. So for iron fly strategy, you need to have a lot of patience, right? If you are someone, or for any trading, if you are someone who are not emotionally strong or you feel panic, then option trading is not for you. Right? You want to take advantage of the theta decay. So we took the bear calls, they made nearly 90% profit. Right? We did 60, 66, 60, 65. So as I said, the price will stay choppy now. It will go up, come down, go up, come down. Then that theta and IV will make nice gains. You can let it expire at the end of the day. I already explained why it will stay choppy, all those things. So there is no assignment with SPX. You can let it expire by end of the day. You don't even need to keep watching the charts. That is the best thing, right? If you buy calls, puts, you have to keep watching, you have to close the trades on time. But here you are taking advantage of theta decay and IV crush. So price will go up, come down, go up, come down. At the end of the day, you will make nice profits. We did the iron fly. That means we collected the premiums. Right? Butterfly is where you pay the premiums. If it is very bullish, we do butterfly. If you think 2 3 hours it will be choppy or something, that's where we do the iron fly strategy. We collect the premiums, so you buy back at a lower price later, or you can just let it expire at the end of the day. So we can hold it nearly until 130 and then trim 80% of the profits at that point of time. Then we can hold 20%. We can let them expire end of the day. Mostly it will stay in this choppy zone for next 2 3 hours and it will make more profits. So make sure your buy, which is buy to open, sell to open. I'm clearly sharing a screenshot also, so that you don't get confused. Which strike to open, which strike to close. And also because you are selling a call, selling a put, you don't need a huge march account also. As long as if you have 3,000, you can open a trade. It made nearly 30% already, but yeah, you can hold it. Mother, you can hold, you'll make more profits. As of now, it made 30% gains from nearly $17. Now it is $13. That means nearly 30% profit, which is a low with a low risk strategy. Yeah, you can hold iron fly for more gains. Yeah. As time passes, your gains will be increasing because you are taking advantage of theta decay. As long as it stays close to 6650, you will be making more profits. Yeah, we don't want it to go so much above or so much down. Generally, the chances are very, very minimal unless there is a sudden bad news or good news. Price should stay in this zone. And if you open for tomorrow also, you will make profits, but that won't be much profits. If you do for today, you'll make more profits. But even tomorrow's fly, you can open one for today. By mistake, if you open for tomorrow. Nearly 40% now with the iron fly. And as it stays close to the pin price, our gains will be much more. You're still holding Oracle and lift. Generally around 9:30 we can find the best price to take the iron fly. Generally, iron flies are best for the zero DTE because you want to capture the theta decay IV. So if you do for swings, it has more risk rather than like better we do it for the same day. We can identify the close point where it can close. Then that will make more gains rather than doing it as a swing. Overnight, if there is sudden bad news or good news, market can drop again. right? We took somewhere here, price went up, came down, went up, came down, it came to the same price. So we made 40%. You don't need price to go up or go down. As long as it stays choppy, we'll make money. So we took somewhere when it was around 66.50. Now price came back to 66.50. So we are still holding iron fly. So if anyone has low risk, low risk holders or anyone who got more contracts, they can trim some 50% of the iron fly. It made nearly 50% now. That means we collected 1700. Now it is $850 profit on each contract. If you are okay to take risk, you can hold for more time. But yeah, mostly it should stay around this zone. So bear calls also we did 66, 60, 60, 60, 65. So the chances are very less for price to go above 66, 60 today. That means if you wait until end of the day, all the money we can keep, all the premium collected. So I'll end the call here and I'll post more iron fly setups in the options channel. Okay, everyone. Hope that is clear for everyone. And just with one trade, you covered nearly next 6 months. Fee is covered with the options channel. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day. Yeah, I recorded all the answers. So I'll publish the winner at the end of the day. Whoever Lanish predicted 66, 60. Yeah, I have all the answers. Whoever gives the best answer, they will get one indicator for 1 month. Maybe.